everybody, this is the Harbinger. This is Pokemon Auto Chess, and we need to find out which one of these portals we are heading into here. I like Wild, I like Field, so I will run this way and try to hit Field there. Okay, I don't think too many of the others look that interesting, so I think we're happy with hitting that thing. And let's buy some Field Pokemon with that. So I went into the Field portal, didn't I? This is the Hidden Highland. It's a completely different place. But yeah, it's I don't quite understand the first portal thing there, but it's never what I think it is. We did start with 3 fire Pokemon here, so I think we run either fire. Maybe we get the Swinner. We can run ground, maybe. But yeah, there's plenty of things we can do here. And we will. So for those who don't know Pokemon Auto Chess, it's a squad builder you can play in your browser. The link is in the description and below if you want to try it out for yourself. And you have a certain amount of money you use to buy units, and 3 of the same units evolve, like we did with this Piloswine here. And you when you run out of gold, you can't do anything else, but you can also just buy experience, so you can field more Pokemon on the field, and Pokemon with the same synergies have bonuses, so there's a lot to unpack here. Also, there's an item, there's items here you can give to your Pokemon. Each Pokemon can hold up to 3 items, and you can combine items with other items to craft new items. So there's a lot of knowledge to gain, and the best way to gain that knowledge is, of course, to watch someone who knows how to play the game. So one thing I'll tell you for free is that Heart Scale here, if you can combine that with a magnet, you build a muscle band, which is a really great item to have in the early game. So I usually take that when I can. And yeah, let's just run that with the Piloswine here. And we need to also decide, do we care about a double Duskull? Maybe we do, maybe we don't. And yeah, so there's a weird bug that when you buy a unit, it will buy the unit next to it instead, but it's just a visual bug. We can't get the Dusclops, even though it looks like we can get it here, because we just bought the unit that was here, but it removed the wrong port right here. Okay, Stardust is another good item to have, especially together with the muscle band, because we can buy upgraded items here. I think we do want that, so we need to sell up some items to gain access to it, and I want the critical Razor Claw here. So we want that. We want the I want the Stardust, so it can gain shields. And we also want to use this on something, but I don't know quite yet what. I don't know what we want to use it at quite yet. I also think we sell the Fennekin to buy another Charmander. Yes, because Charmeleon is a really good Pokemon in the early game, and we are really close to getting him. So now everybody, a lot of people spent additional money to buy more items at the last shop, meaning that everybody should have less money to spend on buying units and upgrading their Pokemon capacity here. But yeah, we never know. Okay, out of these, I think we take the Capaskid. I don't necessarily like this Pokemon here, but I do like the fact that it gave us a Never Melt Ice, which we can combine with Charcoals to get an Amulet coin down the road. I'm gonna put a Mudkip in. No, I'm gonna put a Geodude in here as the 4th Pokemon. It will give us the ground synergy, which will grow the Piloswine, and we care about growing this guy since this is our main guy, which we have been giving lots of items to. Now, the Razor Claw I want to give the Pokemon that is going to be a backliner, but I also wanted to have a strong base attack. The Wartortle is primarily built around using Hydro Pump as a high damaging move, So it's not built around the dealing physical attack. Maybe we just do it on the pilot swine. No, I want more defensive items on this guy because the muscle band is a good enough offensive item, I think. Do we care about the mudkip? Maybe we do. Maybe we want to build ground this game. Ground is a fun composition to build. I don't mind doing that. We need to decide is a Charmander better or worse than just another Geodude? We do already have the ground synergy here, so the thing is that the ground synergy grows the stats of the Pokemon, so it might be better to just have more Geodudes on the field instead of fielding other Pokemon that doesn't have any synergies unlocked here. Could be. Yeah. Here I like these wheels because they will unlock the chance for Pilot Swine to freeze stuff. So I think I will sell these Pokemon we are no longer using and buy 2 Speels, so we can field 1 Speel over here as well. Idea being that now we have 2 Pokemon that has a 20% chance to freeze opponents. And I like the prospects of that. We could also buy the Larvitar. Larvitar is a rock Pokemon that's also a monster. It will help Geodude get more synergies, and in general, I do like the line here. If you can get Tyranitar, it's a really good Pokemon to maybe put the Razor Claw on. But Tyranitar is long in the future, and it's usually not something we manage to hit there. Okay, we need to pay attention to this every now and then. There are server issues, and we need to realize whether or not it's our side or if it's client side. This time I think it was client side. So I'm gonna take the Phantom. He is also a monster, just like Larvitar here, so that might be relevant. But mostly he had the charcoal we needed to make an amulet coin, which we now can give to the Pilot Swine here, and whenever he takes something out, he will give us additional monies. And additional monies is a good way to earn more money. And yeah, now we need to make some decisions about what we want our money to do in the future. If we can either go for high interest and unlocking higher tier Pokemon, or we could go for re-rolling and unlocking higher evolved Pokemon. Like we can evolve the Pilot Swine into Mamoswine, for example. We do have a victory streak, which if we can protect the victory streak, we are going to be really happy that so we can either gain money by having an interest streak or a victory streak, or both, of course. But we could, if you don't win, if you don't have a streak, you need the interest to gain a lot of money. But we could, as we are on a victory streak, we can afford to spend the interest we would gain to keep winning. That might be a good idea, but it's also hard to know if it's viable, since we are now fighting the Gyarados here, and the Gyarados, after this fight, we're gonna get another legendary or a unique, and dependent on what that unique is, we might know, or what everybody else are getting, it might not be viable to play into that. I want this one, I think, just because it's closest to me and gives us the chance to hit one of the grounds, and 2 of these grounds I think are particularly good. And if we get either of those, I think we just run with ground synergy as our main thing. So it's either Torkoal. There are some other cool stuff here. Stantler is pretty cool. I just really like the Torkoal, because it feels like it's always staying alive until the end of the game. And I also believe that that they changed how smoke screen works, in that it's only a drawback for the opposition and not for the owner anymore, which is a really good thing. I don't think a single Mudkip is going to cut it for the future. I'd rather just have the 50 gold. We have the amulet coin. Maybe we could have gotten the that 5th interest gold for free else how. But yeah, done is done. Okay, so this is field. They are gaining stats whenever we take out either of their field Pokemon. So ideally, we want to take out their field Pokemon in one fell swoop. And yeah, we kind of did that, I think here. Let's see, which one of these do we care about? We have no way to gain max health. This guy has a way to gain max health, so we don't want to introduce Munchlax to the arena. So let's take Trubbish instead, sell that guy. Do we care about Thump? I don't think we do. We do care about making... we do care about giving some items to something. I'm going to give it to the Wartortle now, because this guy is probably something we're going to sell later. But for now, let's buy some experience and put in the Larvitar to just improve the survivability for the Graveler, as we now have the Rock synergy as well. But yeah, the main idea is to utilize the heavy defensive abilities of the Piloswine and just let that guy sit up front and smash through the enemy front lines, and we will cash in victories here. Now, nothing the other guys are doing is making me worried, so I think we can just continue to play with what we are doing here. We could try to pick up one of these Dusk Stones, which I think is going to be a good item for us if we build the Larvitar. And yeah, let's do that. That means we need to field one more dark Pokemon, and then we can also get crit chance and crit power on tons of our stuff. Which means that maybe we field Pawniard down the line. He's really good. Maybe we field yeah, I don't really know what else, but we don't need that many frontliners. We also need something to do damage, and having these Dusk Stones is gonna make it a lot more easy to have something to lots of damage. We could even give it to the Wartortle for now, just since we already build crit items on them, and give them just a tiny amount of additional crit chance isn't the worst thing in the world. Now, here is the first loss. That is against the Shuckle player. They are playing Dark. They seem to be losing against a lot of the other people, so we don't need to worry too much about our own matchup against them. They are probably getting knocked out by somebody else, but we could utilize that as a reality check and maybe do some rerolls to see if we can't find some improvements to our team here. So I don't intend to keep the Wartortle around, so we don't buy the Squirtle. But yeah, buying these units that are easy to max and are rare and better is usually good, because they can give us tons and tons of board improvement once we replace the Wartortle and other stuff with it. So yeah, okay, the other guys are starting to improve a little bit here. This field team spent a lot of time before they were knocked out. Maybe we need to focus up a little bit. Mewtwo fight. We can focus later. Let's just buy some more experience here. This is PvE, which means that we can afford to not do something this turn, then we can spend some more money, buy more experience next turn, and then we can field another pile of swine, for example. Or we could field the Trapinch, we could field the Jiglet, lots of stuff we could field. I don't think we care about this Fam Thump long term, but yeah, no, it's still there. Yeah. This deals additional damage if the opponent holds artificial items. That's very specific. Magnet together with charcoal is punching glove, yes, but the black glasses is another razor claw. I'm just gonna take the black glasses in the hopes that we can make another dusk stone, I think. Then we sell this guy by experience 3 times, and I think we just put in the trap hinge here. The pilot spine is good, don't get me wrong, but putting in the trap hinge just makes all the other ground Pokemon build stats faster. And seeing how long the torque hole and the pilot spine usually live, I think it's a good idea to just build defenses faster here, because that means they will be relevant in the fight for a much longer time. In theory. Then of course, if the opponent has a Blast Burn Charizard, it's gonna be harder to deal with them. But they are flying, meaning that if we keep our gravel around, they will be weak to our Stone Edge attack, Rock Slide attack. Sorry. So yeah, we have met some issues, but we're still on top. And what we need to decide here is this War Turtle doesn't really do anything. We should sell it and replace it with another Pilot Swine, I think. Putting the Diglett over this Pilot Swine doesn't really do anything because it doesn't unlock any more bonuses. So then I rather want to have another Pilot Swine that can freeze opponents for us. I don't like how we are looking now. It looks like we are losing a lot of steam, which probably means that we need to. Of course, we need to find some stuff to put our items on, but yeah, we could wait for the Lugia, or the Ho-Ho Lugia fight here. Usually these fossils aren't that contested, so I think we are going to be able to pick one up. Yes, we are. Okay, that means we get the next Dusk Stone, which means that we should very much be able to unlock Darkness 3. Then it's just a matter of who do we give these stones to. And do we spend money here to level up, or do we spend money to reroll? I think I prefer spending money to level up here, because getting to the next level gives us 5% chance to find Ultras, and Ultras are much better to spend items on than other stuff. But if I first put if we first find epics and stuff and I put items on them, I don't want to sell the epics to release them from the items. So yeah, I don't like losing this much, but yeah. Okay, Numble and Gibble. Okay, that's huge improvements. I think we replace you with you, and we buy a little bit more experience to put the Numble in as well. Idea being, now we do spend some of our money doing this. If we don't get a kill on the Pilot Swine, we will sell the Diglett to free up some more gold, but we don't have to do that. And we even look like we are confidently winning this, crossing our fingers. But yeah, just having ground 6 builds so much more stats that we are able to stay alive for a much longer time here. That's great. Lugifite, we don't need to spend stuff here, but yeah, this is gonna be a legendary. We probably want to build all the cool items on the legendary, and we are decently free to choose other stuff than ground Pokemon, but as long as nobody else are building steel, why don't we just take a Pokemon from our main synergy that will build stats? We want something that has high base attack for the crit chance and the attack speed to matter, and that's just exactly what kind of items we're gonna give to the legendary here. Dun dun dun. But yeah, I think we go for ground. Go for a ground portal if we can find one. Preferably, I want to take this one because that takes more options of the floral Pokemon trainer we're also going up against. Or we could have gone for a legendary black dark Pokemon. That could also been decent, because then we could have had ground as a front line, and I mean, we are getting the option of going for Gustlord here. He is a monster, he's dark, which is what we are building. Or we could go for Terrakion. Nah, we could go for Landorus. Landorus has higher base attack stats than Gustlord here. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this guy because he also gives us more base things. We like. Give him protect you back there. Give you this thing and give you that thing. Yes. Okay, that's great. Or better. And let's see, how are you doing for damage, Landorus? Now we built all the damage items we had for you, and yeah, it looks like you are doing properly here. And another thing you're also doing is that you are giving us Sandstorm, which all of our Pokemon are immune to, but everybody else are taking damage from. And you're also making it less likely that the enemy has a weather bonus that's positive for them, which is another boon for us. Let's do some rerolls, and let's try to find stuff like Rhyhorn. Great, another Gibble. Yes. Pawniard, we talked about that guy. Oh, and we should probably decide if we are giving the other Duskstone to Rhyhorn or to Gibble. It looks like we're giving it to Rhyhorn for me. It's has higher defenses and grows since it's a monster and stuff. So that's probably the correct thing to do. And we should of course focus a little bit more about the end game here than what I am doing. I am going to buy a Wonder Box if it allows me. Thank you. A Wonder Box together with the Duskstone on the Rhyhorn is just great, and that's also now right done. Great. Do we replace? What do we replace it with? We could just exchange it for the Graveler because it's just a flat upgrade. So let's do that. Give it the Wonder Box and the Duskstone. Now we got Darkness as well. And Pawniard can go in instead of the Spiel, maybe. We lose the chance, the slow chance we have to do Ice, but I think maybe Pawniard is a better Pokemon than CLO to just have on the team here. Yeah, this looks like it's decently strong. So yeah, So how can we improve this even more? I think Dark 5, Monster 4 are good shouts. Monster 4 by being the Snow Runt could have been good, but I don't think we can get him here. So let's see, is no Punkaboo is not around. Let's sell the Silo. Do we care about Graveler long term? It's not something I think we care about long term. Protective pads. We probably can't do too much other with it. Let's see. Do we have anything that has recoil damage? If so, we should prioritize giving the protective pads to that guy. But I don't think we have it. Then I just think we give it to something on the front lines that we can help it get through shields. And that is probably going to be the Barnyard, I think. Just give it higher stats here. And then the question is, do we go for 9? Yeah, going for 9 gives us the opportunity to both have another monster or another dark Pokemon on the field, and I think going for another dark is the best issue there, because it ups the crit chance and crit power on 5 of a Pokemon by a decent chunk. So I think that's going to be good for us to do. Mana or on-hit effects? Or just ignore status things. Maybe I do like having more mana on the Torkoal, because it's gonna blind the opposition. I like that. And I'm going to wait just a little bit to hit level 9. We still have, I think, one or two losses in us before we are at lethal, so I think we can afford to not rush to level 9, but still save up and keep some of our money here. Maybe it was the wrong decision though. I don't know if we could have won this with more Pokemon on the field though. It's okay. Oh, isn't this the Shuckle that beat us earlier, and they haven't lost the game since? Weird. Okay, this time I think we spend mana here. Max level, we utilize that to bring in another dark, if we can find one. Come on. Litten is another dark. Okay, we do that primarily to get another dark on the board here, and maybe we didn't need to buy that those Trapinch, because I didn't realize we weren't wielding them. But I think this additional crit chance and crit power on our main damage dealers here is pretty neat. So basically, what we are doing here is that we had a defensive artificial light. I don't remember what all of these do. This gives normal, this gives light, metal coat gives defense somehow. I think this thing gives us the rock synergy, which is basically gives something 10 extra defense, which probably is good. Yes. And who do we want to give that? I think we give additional defenses to... I was gonna think the Torkoal, but maybe we want to have it on the Pawnyard. Rock hard and steel hard. Okay. We don't need the Vibra Larva. We want to try to... or we don't need the Diglett. We don't need the Graveler. We want to upgrade the Pokemon we do have on the pitch. So we want the most amount of money available for that. Oh, this guy has a Tyranitar. That's so strong. Look at this guy. I mean, he's not that strong. This Ponyard just completely annihilated those two. Damn, boy. I thought it looked like we were struggling there. But yeah, giving that hard stone to Ponyard really paid off. Okay. At some point, maybe we should sell the pilot swine we have here. He has a lot of good items that we can put on something else. And we could replace him with just anything with a ground synergy that's decently high, like Onyx. Give this to you. Give this to you, and give this to you. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah. We don't need the pilots anymore because we don't have the ice. We don't have the ice synergy anyway. So just getting exchanging it with another ground Pokemon that also is rock just gives all the rock Pokemon more defenses. Ooh, double Sevodal is gonna be good for somebody who went for that sort of stuff, but nobody did. I'm just gonna take a Pokédoll here. More defenses on the front line is always very good. And yeah, I think it's time to just roll and spend all our money all the time. I don't think he is going to matter, but maybe if we can get the upgraded Ponyard and stuff, we are happy. Sell you to buy you, I think. Getting Steelix really good. Getting Bisharp really good. Getting the upgraded Sandshark thing. Getting the Camerupt would be good. Yeah, okay, Gabite is here. Yeah, also getting upgraded Litten could be cool. Okay, but we're not as cool as getting Bisharp. We already have tons of items on him, so we do want him to succeed. Yeah, I think... Oh, we can also do 2 more rerolls, and if we had gotten Camerupt or Steelix, we could have sold the other one to unlock. I think this is fine here. Yeah, I think this team here came together really good, and I don't think we have any inherent weakness. Maybe we have a slight weakness against this dark team, since we are giving them the space to target our Landorus there. But yeah, we kind of won this one, so yeah, ground team winning again. But this defensive built Bisharp is actually really good there. In game, he was going to have like he had 46 defense, and yeah, he probably was a hard nut to crack with his 500 damage dealt here and lots of damage absorbed. I'm going to the... Yeah, he took 700 damage there. Anyways, with that, I will say thank you guys for watching. It's been your Harbinger. We've been playing Pokemon Chess. If you want to play the game for yourself, the link is in the description down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. And until then, take care.